I did 80 days of school from first year to sixth year. I have OCD, so I've like replaced 20 iPhones because of one scratch on them. So there's, I think, 8 forms of OCD. I have all of them bar like the germs. So I got diagnosed with borderline personality disorder when I was 17.
There were so many times that I was like, I don't know if she's ever going to even be able to be like living independently. Like, it was that bad.
So my parents would have to sedate me. I always said, like, I think if I had gotten a different mom, I don't think it would have been the same. And they're like, oh my God, crazy bitch. Like, she's probably fucking evil. Like, people do see it as like you're like a bad person, you do bad things. It's not me anymore. I'm great. And I'm not particularly
Just
crazy.
fat ass.
Yeah. Welcome back to Give Me a Minute podcast. I'm Robin.
My name's Jess.
And we're here with
Tabatha.
Welcome
Tabatha. On.
Hello.
My little sister. We decided to bring her on to give her side of the Wolfie story.
She said I need to clear some stuff up.
It's her redemption arc.
Well, if you didn't listen to the Mother's Day episode, we spoke about Wolfie, who has since passed on. Rest in peace, Wolfie.
Our oldest dog.
Like, well deserved.
About fucking time.
But he lives on in Tabatha's scars that she's carrying.
Yeah, so we talked and Sinead told loads of the stories basically. So I won't bore you if you have listened, but Wolfie got doggy dementia and was feral and used to take lumps out of everybody, primarily Tabatha.
Yeah, specifically me. I think he had it out for me.
I think he might have.
Maybe it was my smell. I don't know.
Was he around before you?
We got him when I was in play school. So we had him for years. I've never been into dogs.
Right.
Like,
no.
I was never
You
close
were
to
getting
him.
one a couple of weeks ago, though.
No, I wanted a cat. And they were like, why don't you get a dog? Because I've never been into dogs. Like,
didn't do
I've
dogs.
never done dogs.
And would they not let you get a cat?
No, because I think it's torture for a cat to live in our house, which is fair, but,
It is. Like, you've
With the
4
4
dogs.
dogs.
But my cat was fine.
Yeah, maybe if they're conditioned to it, they'd be fine.
Yeah.
Maybe they
just
think they're a
don't
dog.
think-
I love them TikTok videos.
Oh, the cats that think that.
Yeah. I do. I love them.
My cat my cat wasn't even the problem. They just attacked her.
No, it wasn't the cat's fault. This is what we're saying, Tabatha,
Yeah.
so it wouldn't be
attacked
fair.
her specifically.
Tabatha, love Tabatha. Her empathy, questionable. So even if, you know, see things like this with the cat and stuff, you'd have to really explain why it
Okay.
wouldn't be.
So, well, I want the cat. So the cat will live in my room.
You would. Like, I'd get, like, what's worse is Mom said yeah, and then she retracted.
Yeah, well.
She went and spoke.
Yeah.
They had a family meeting and they all
Yeah.
said no.
And so I was going to get a cat. I was going to get a British Blue, and then that went down.
Loved it.
Right. But yeah, Wolfie absolutely hated me. It was domestic. Like, it was domestic.
Yeah, like Tabatha, Sinead was telling Tabatha to wear wellies. If Tabatha was in the kitchen, she had to be on the countertop. She had to clap.
No, like, it was like it
Show
was.
us, where are your scars?
I've ones on my leg, but like they kind of just mix in stretch marks. To be fair. I have a thick one there. You can see.
Oh,
it
yeah, I
more
can
than
see
you.
that.
Yeah. I've one from Harker, so it's not just Wolfie that hated me. They kind of all hate me, and don't read into it. I don't do anything. They just have it out for me. I don't know why. I don't walk them. I wouldn't be responsible for feeding them, so maybe they just see me as get her gone. She's irrelevant.
Yeah, she's of no use to me.
And do you think you could rekindle this relationship and maybe...
With Wolfie?
Well, he's dead.
No, but when he was alive.
Get out the Ouija board.
At Wolfie.
Wolfie, can you hear me?
Move the lead if you can hear me.
I just start feeling chomps coming out with me if I fucking resurrect
No,
him.
okay, you have to clap on the Ouija board.
Yeah,
Oh,
no, but
Wolfie.
Wolfie had it like specifically out for me. Like, he genuinely hated me.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
he hated me.
he'd see her.
I was scared to walk around the house.
She couldn't walk around the
but
house.
I wasn't prioritized. Wolfie was. So like, if he was in a room, it wasn't get Wolfie out. It was you get out.
We were
So,
talking
like,
on another podcast with Karen and about favourite kids, and we were like, Tabatha's Sinead's favourite.
Yeah,
But Wolfie was
the favorite.
the
Wolfie
favourite.
had
yeah.
to die for you to come into first place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Like, even now though, like Herbie, you'll come into her and it'll wake up Herbie and she'll be like,
I know.
She obsessed with Herbie.
Tabatha,
yeah, she's just obsessed with dogs in general.
she is obsessed with dogs. Tabatha is my sister, but we're half sisters. Not that we ever really say that or whatever, but
No.
Sinead is your mom, and
My
we
mum.
have the same dad.
Yeah.
Shane.
Shane.
Thoughts on Shane? I hate Joe's on chain.
He's grand.
He sounds-
yeah.
He's mellowing out in his old age.
But we wouldn't say we're half sisters because you live with Mom and me and Ollie.
Yeah.
So like from when I was like born, basically like it was
We were
the
all so
full
close.
picture. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
wouldn't
like
see it
that's.
that.
I have a sister who has a different dad, but I'd never say
No.
that's a half sister.
Jessica.
What?
I never knew.
Yeah, I thought like yous all look alike.
Not my older sister. Do you not know my older sister has a different dad?
Which
Jade has
one?
a different dad.
Jade has a different dad.
The fuck?
Girl, you can tell me.
You heard
Kira,
it here first. What?
me, Kira, and Tia are all the spit of each other.
But so is Jade.
No, think about it. Jade looks like me ma and all her side of the family, and me and my sisters all look like me dad on that side.
I'm shook to my core. No,
Yeah.
what the hell?
Yeah, but
Okay.
I'd never say that.
Yeah.
No.
Ollie
Ollie's a
likes to
twat.
make a point of it. Ollie likes to make a point.
Oh, did he ever tell you the story of when he was doing his Irish, what's the one
Like
where...
family tree or something.
No, when you speak to them.
Oral.
Yeah, when he was doing his Irish oral, he specifically learned
Only
half
did yours
sister.
a few months ago.
He specifically learned half sister so he could say it to the examiner.
Like he doesn't let it go.
That'd be the tism and
Yeah,
the black
that's
and
the
white.
tism. It's
like,
black and white. You're not my full sister.
yeah,
You're
and
my
stop
half
trying to
sister.
tell people you're.
Yeah, yeah. He does like be like that. I smell different to everyone else in the family.
Is that what he
That's
says?
wicked.
Yeah, and Sinead does like Sinead just be like, Oliver, you can't say that, but I don't
Not
know.
in a good or a bad. You're
no,
just different.
He drew a picture. So
if
we
you
had,
were like a fucking some sort of different species,
I
you wouldn't
look-
be allowed into the den.
I look like you.
Yeah,
I don't
no,
look
I'm
a bit
not.
like Ollie. I look, but people think
I
that.
know.
You both look like your dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ollie out here been like, that's my half sister. My half sister Robin. Like my half sister.
Do you get
Robin.
introduced as
I'm
half
like,
sister?
we're all the fucking. Do you know what I mean? What do you mean? Oh my god, absolutely. He would never. If you were to say your sister Robin, he'd be like, she's my half sister. That's my half sister. And we're
Ollie.
like, and I slept in that boy's bed till it was really inappropriate. Like it was,
Yeah, Ollie's Robin's favourite if you're new.
and I don't know
It's
why, because he
blatant.
fucking. I'm only his half sister. You know what I mean? But from so small, like he was my first sibling to be born. Like I obviously have my sister Katie, but like I'll never forget the day that he was born. I don't remember when anyone else was born.
Do you remember when Tabatha was born?
No.
We had our little cousins over last week, and he was drawing pictures with them, and he drew a picture of me.
Were you just like a different fucking colour pencil?
I was like
Green.
he's a
hairy.
dog and I'm a cat to him. Like I don't know what to say.
different
We're
species.
different breeds. But he gave me a beard, obviously because my PCOS. But then he took it off like that night or the day after, and Sinead was like, come here, Ollie took your hair off because he thought it might upset you and he didn't want to hurt your feelings.
yeah.
I
He
didn't.
drew a bird on you.
Yeah. When I think about that, I know. But yeah, anyway, I'd sleep in the bed with Ollie. Like he'd be like
Yeah. I was never
teenager.
invited.
It
was
was
never in
me
the
and
bed.
Ollie in the single bed wrapped
girls,
around.
I know Ollie, and he's so pure and all. From what he drew a bird on her.
No, he is pure.
Yeah, but
He's
then it
really-
obviously ate him
he-
up inside, and he had to come downstairs and change it. Do you know what I mean? Like, no, he is so pure, but he just sometimes takes him a while to get there.
Oh, that is fucking
Do you know
hilarious.
what I mean? He just takes the long road. Thoughts on Ollie?
I love Ollie.
Yeah, what's your
I feel
relationship
like
like?
I'm Ollie's big sister. Like some of the times.
Amen.
Like when I was a kid, it was me going up to the shopkeeper. Do you know what I mean? I do even today. Like still,
Anyone fucks with Ollie, were you going in? Like,
I don't like. I'm just very like sensitive about Ollie and like.
Yeah, but that's
I-
you say that Ollie's my favorite, but I'm the same. I'm like, Ollie just needs an extra, a different type of love and
like,
attention.
if I
Do you know
get,
what I
I
mean?
keep a certain amount of my tips from work as like change, so I can get him ice creams from the ice cream van.
that's so
know.
sweet.
I know.
I only
Like,
learned
I'm
last
try-
week they actually take card. So
Yeah,
didn't have
I know.
to
I
do-
heard that whole. He's wrong. Sorry, take it back to that day. I was in my room working like a fucking dog, and there was murder. Course they take Revolut. Did they take Revolut? No, they don't. And then she then comes. They take Revolut.
They prefer cash though because they're a small business. It says on the van.
Cash is king. I
Cash
love
is
that
king.
sticker that just be slapped
Yeah.
around the place everywhere.
Amen. Thoughts on Sinead?
Everyone knows my relationship with my mom. We're like from that TLC show Smothered. I spent
What? I've never seen.
Like, and I will still to this day be like I don't care if people think it's cringe. She's my best friend. Like, I love everyone knows I love my mummy, but it's also because I'm the baby and she coddles the shit out of me.
I know, like they're just constantly intertwined. Like I'll
wrapped
just come
around
into the
each
sitting
other,
room
like-
and Tabitha's just like her big, beautiful, gorgeous BBL arse is faced up in the air because she's just leaned over her mum, and Sinead just been like, oh my god.
That's on
When
her,
she
though.
was no, I know, but when they came back from Kerry the other day, that's when it was, and you were like so and listen, oh my god, I'm like a cunt for getting needy and get like we're all like that. We all get into each other's bed. We are all like. We're a touchy-feely, needy fucking family, but like I could tell that day I was like, Sinead just wants to watch EastEnders. Tabatha, will you take yourself and entertain yourself?
I slept in my
for an
mom's
hour?
bed until I was like 9, like solely. Like,
And I
hadn't-
slept in Ollie's bed till he was about 13,
Yeah,
14.
yeah. She coddles. She
But like
does.
there was all these bedrooms in the house. I was in bed with Ollie and she was in bed with Sinead.
Everyone just slept together.
Yeah,
Yeah, we all had our own rooms.
we all had
weren't,
our own
like-
rooms.
I had a beautiful like princess pink. Like
She tried everything to get you out of that room.
she didn't. She actually
No,
didn't.
she
It was
didn't.
her. It
Yeah.
was. She loves
And
her
what
kids.
was the move?
I
Do you
think
remember? Like,
I remember. I think I started sleeping when Robin moved out, and I got the attic, the big, huge bed. And
Because
stuff.
Ollie moved into that room first.
he
doesn't like
stuck-
change,
He
mate.
was stuck on moving into the attic because, like, obviously it goes. The oldest sibling moves out, the second oldest moves in, and he changed over. So I took his room because it was still bigger than mine. I had the box room, and he lasted like maybe a week, and then he was just so freaked out. And then I was the bad guy because I had taken his room, and I was like, "So you expect me to move again?" So it took like me a while to then change again, but he was just so annoyed about it because he had to sleep in my bedroom because the attic was too big of a change. So he
it was a different
eventually-
floor. He
Yeah,
couldn't
so
go.
eventually then I moved up to the attic, and then I started sleeping in the attic, and the attic was horrible to sleep in all fairness.
It was.
It was the eaves, eaves in an attic.
Yeah.
Ours don't lock,
Yeah.
and our eaves are really creepy, and obviously,
Yeah. We may have been partial to some mice, okay?
we may have
No,
been-
tell the story what you told me earlier on.
Oh, Ollie and that fucking. So because we had like mice and birds, there was a hole in our roof. So
We have a lot of rodents wherever we go.
We
okay?
love
I don't know what
animals.
that says about
We welcome
me.
all
love
animals.
Yeah. So there was always
This
noises.
was the old house, though.
Lucan.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was always noises, and I was probably like 9 when I moved up to the attic, so I was still fairly young, and obviously I was still scared of things like that. So Ollie convinced me it was this like man who looked like a monkey, and he found a picture on Google. I'll actually pull up, see if I can see the exact one.
I'm
he
thinking
showed
of
me.
Momo or Mojo. You remember that creepy?
Like, Ollie's not real. Like, everybody did a full rearrange and got new rooms, and Ollie said, oh, no.
Don't-
like-
back to the other room.
Yeah.
There was like something like along them.
That's just a monkey, Tabatha, in an Adidas tracksuit.
No, I'm just
That's
like,
what she said. It's a monkey in an
Show me
Adidas
what you
tracksuit. It's
showed
not a man that looks like a monkey. It's a monkey dressed in an Adidas tracksuit.
Show me it. Let me
no,
show
that's
it to
just
the
like
camera.
an example of what I would have thought it looked like. That's obviously not the exact one he showed me
This
because
is
that's
the monkey
new.
man. This is the
but
monkey man.
I was convinced that was what was in the eaves, and he like really thought that was great and really fed into it.
He ran with
So
that.
how did you cope with the monkey man?
You knew it wasn't real, but it was scary when you were on
Yeah,
your
like
own.
it's like the Chucky dolls in Dad's house. Do you
Yeah,
know?
so our house is very, anywhere that my dad goes is very horror heavy.
yeah.
And Chucky,
And Tiffany, I knew they weren't real, but when you're a kid, you'd believe that. And the worst part about the Chucky dolls was he would pretend I'd walk in on them somewhere, and he'd be like, "It's fine, I'm gonna bring them down to the bins." He'd put on a whole show, bring a black bag down to the bins, like come back, they'd be gone, and then I'd come back and they'd be there again. Like
that's traumatizing.
like that.
Did
would
he wanted you to think that they were real?
No, he just didn't. They were like expensive collector's items, so he didn't want to actually bin them.
So he kept going to the bins and then they kept
Yeah,
reappearing.
but she
That's how
kept
gonna feed
thinking that they
in.
were walking back
They're-
up the
they're
stairs.
feeding
So I
themselves
was
back in.
terrified. Like, you believe things as a kid, even though now I can see, yeah, he's there, expensive dolls. Why would he be throwing them down in the dumps? But like, as a kid, you're like, oh my god, it's fucking possessed.
Possessed, lowercase.
Yeah.
Possessed. Just don't want them to hear me.
But that was
I think
like,
there's a bit of residual fucking fear with Chucky there. Possessed.
I know I inherited the Chucky dolls for a few years there.
I know.
When I
you
got into
did.
the horror, and then I like absolutely loved Jennifer Tilly and got really into the movies.
Yeah.
So
I
you a horror head?
I dressed you up as
Yeah,
Tiffany
but
for Halloween before.
I just saw a bride, like a big tutu. I didn't care. That
She was like, Slay, dress me.
yeah, like,
Safe.
and looking like Tiffany was a stretch.
It was crazy trying to make her look like Tiffany. And
Yeah,
like,
what, she
who,
have
what
scars on
fucking
her
mother
face
and father or what skill party's gonna know who Tiffany? Do you know what I mean?
That's the bride of Chucky.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy.
I've actually never seen those movies. You're like,
No, I've never watched them either.
but what is it? It's a doll and he gets married to another doll. Is he not a child?
So he was
Oh,
a
they're
murderer.
evil.
I've watched all of them because I actually did get really into them. I think it was in lockdown specifically. He was a murderer, and then someone put a spell on him, so he became he got stuck in this doll, and then Jennifer Tilly, who played Tiffany in the movie, was his girlfriend in real life, and she wanted to get back with him, so she turned herself into a doll, I think, and then they got like, it's mental, like they had a baby,
A doll baby.
yeah, and it didn't you know the way like dolls don't often have like things,
A vagina.
or they had nothing, so it was just like
You're allowed to say the V word. You can drop a hard vagina on this podcast.
the doll didn't have like a penis or a vagina, so it was just nothing. And it
What
was
did they
like,
fucking rub their backs together
they-
like two alien babies? How the
No,
fuck did they recreate?
Tiffany and Chucky had things, and there was a whole scene. It was like, "Do we need a rubber?" And then they were like, and then he
so
goes,
they're
"Tiff, I made a rubber."
You never
I
know
feel
what
like
you're
I've
gonna
gone
get.
on a tangent.
I'll
A tangent.
give me a minute. You just,
Wait, so their child comes out
oh, that's
non-binary.
Yeah,
Cool. Chucky had a
very,
time.
very progressive.
Very progressive,
Very
Chucky.
progressive. But
that's why the horror area of movies has always been a bit like, because it's a bit edgy. It's a lot more progressive.
Slay.
Yeah.
Everybody in the house tends to collect things. So obviously Dad has a lot of fucking collector's items. We spoke about that on Mother's Day episode, that he thinks everything is Italian, everything's worth a fortune, and everything's
Real leather.
Tabitha is also partial to collecting things.
I collect Victoria's Secret plush dogs.
Dogs.
How did you didn't know, you were like, what are you on about? In the 2000s, Victoria's Secret, if you spent a certain amount, you'd get a free plush dog.
Okay.
But now they stopped that years ago. So now they're like collector's items. Is
Yeah,
a
you can
What
get
scam.
them
are
off
they?
for
Are they
your-
like flat? No.
No,
No,
I'll
they're just
show-
like
they're
little little dogs.
How much do they
But they're
set you back?
soft.
I spent over 200 quid on my collection of, I think I've 11 or 12. They're very cute.
How much could you sell them for?
Around 25 each. That's how much I bought them for.
Okay.
Yeah.
You'd be scrolling on Vinted now looking for
Oh,
them.
I deep dive in. I've bought all of them on Vinted. There was this one woman, she was selling one for months, and it was like really ugly colour, and I hated it, but I had a feeling there was more to her collection. So I just stalked her every day on Vinted until she posted them all. And she posted them all, like her full collection, and I bought them all in like 2
Was
days.
she not just done you a deal?
She did. She gave me like, I think I got like 4 for like 50 or 60 or something.
Oh, that's alright.
Yeah.
I need to see them. You need to send me a picture so I can insert it in the pod.
Yeah, that's them.
They are actually so cute. They're bigger than I thought they were going to
Yeah,
be.
they're like,
I was thinking of like a Labubu to hang off your handbag.
oh, no, stay at them.
But do you remember though, there was like leather ones of them and you used to hang them off your bag?
Of Labubus.
Dogs. They were like a silhouette of a dog. It was like a 2D dog from the side. It was like a nose and 2 legs and a tail. And they were leather and they were pink.
That's pretty much what the Victoria's Secret ones are. There's like, they don't have eyes or anything.
Yeah, they don't, but that's cute. It's striped.
Yeah.
But that matches your phone case
Yeah, I love that.
and your tongue bar.
I have an
Do you
obsession.
love that?
I live an obsession with Victoria's Secret, like their old style. Like
And-
you've seen my room. Like obviously, it's very pink and girly and.
And
Victoria's
talking about
Secret.
Victoria's Secret, because your ma, Aaron, and Robin both out with you on an episode saying that you clean your bras.
I collect my bras. I have a.
You collect bras too?
I collect
Victoria's Secret bras?
All types of bras. Um,
Non-discriminatory towards bras on this
no, but
podcast.
honestly, underwear in general, I have like, I kind of collect absolutely everything you could think of. I collect shoes, handbags, makeup, perfumes, jewelry, bags. I'm very like in my head,
Where do you keep it all?
in my like. I have OCD, so I don't use
Yeah.
any of it. So it's like really, people just don't get this. None of my makeup is like touched besides my everyday makeup. I don't like using certain perfumes if they're expensive and I feel like I can't repurchase them again. I just like to act like my room is like a store. It's just really pretty, and you know, everything's in perfect condition, and you know, nothing's used. But my bras, I collect all types of
And do you
bras,
have bras that you will just store and then bras that you wear?
yeah, yeah. So like if
That's
like my
fascinating.
Mm.
so like I used to wear bras, but then they'd get a bit beat up, and I'd be like, well, I don't want to get that beat up, especially like Victoria's Secret. They're very expensive.
Yeah.
So, you know, they just kind of sit there. And in my mind, like I was saying to you, remember, I was like, because imagine you were run over by a bus and they have to rip it and you're wearing ugly pants.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, I would actually be wearing ugly pants because I don't really wear the nice ones.
Yeah.
Is there an occasion where you'll whip out the nice ones? Okay, no, I just needed to know. Like, are they completely off limits or like?
The face. I'm gonna zoom right in on. Well, I mean,
For certain occasions.
Yeah, slay. I'm just not getting run over by the bus.
No.
Yeah, they'd be like the grey mangled ones.
Yeah, and pennies are great because they do like colour block bras, and I've collected like every colour. So like there's just one drawer dedicated to my rainbow.
So it goes.
It's probably not like the proper rainbow, but it's like every colour available, like yellow, orange.
I really need to. I really want to
you
see
can
it.
I'll send you some pictures and you can insert it.
Yeah, I'm imagining them like you pull out the drawer and they're just perfectly lined
They
like
are.
a shop.
They are.
That's so.
Jamie
pleasing.
loves it. He thinks it's great. He's like, because if he was a girl, like that would be.
That's
he'd-
what.
he'd
That's
in-
what I aspire to be you. I will never be you, but that's very like.
I know.
I'd watch that shit on TikTok. You need to make a TikTok
I
account.
love a bra.
She'll help you.
Yeah.
That's so niche as well.
Yeah,
Come
I
organise
just
my
thought,
bras
like,
with me.
I thought everyone just liked a little bit of nice underwear.
No, people
makes you
do,
feel
but they.
good.
Yeah, but people would tend to wear them.
No, I will. Okay, so like,
And not organise them.
No, but I mean, and it's not. It's just like I just want you to chat more about like because you just kind of skimmed over OCD. Like loads of people with OCD don't collect all that stuff and not touch it. And
so it's because for my OCD, like if you live in the house, you've done a TikTok on it before. When things get even slightly scratched, and to other people's eyes they might look like in perfect nick, it's like deemed broken in my head. So I've like replaced. I've had like I'd say about 20 iPhones because of one scratch on them, and I've had 4 of the same iPad. You have one of them. I'm great when it comes to customer service because once there was like an invisible thing on my brand new MacBook, so I brought it in and they just must have thought, oh my god, she's crazy, so they gave me a new MacBook. Like I've had 2 of the same Stanley.
And what could you see on it?
In certain lighting, it looked like there was like lines, and they were like, and they cleaned them off, and they were like, it's not there, and I was like, no, it is. No, I trust you. I promise you, it is. And they just gave up.
They said let
Yeah.
her have it.
Yeah,
And that what do you feel like?
I get so like anxious over it. Like it really, really makes me like super uncomfortable. Like I can't cope with it, and I'd rather not own something anymore than have it with like one
Causing you
micro
feel like that.
scratch. But then you know you lose out on something, so that's why I often repurchase things.
Mhm.
Like
And like, are you crazy then? Because you walked in earlier on and my phone wasn't in a case, and what did you say? You're making me really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Because and I was like, oh, it's the case is on the floor.
like and people always ask me, like my friends always ask me, like, do you look at my things and can you notice a scratch, and can you notice like if it's not perfect? And I always say no, I can. I know from a mile.
at Tabatha's
My mom
friends.
gets me to use her OCD eyes if she's trying to like find something, because like
You can just
it's-
zone in on it.
yeah, like I've trained my brain to find something from a mile away.
I wonder if is a pattern recognition, and if something breaks the pattern, you're like able to zoom in on what's wrong. You'd probably be
Maybe.
really good at like interior design and stuff.
My room is like, she thinks it's tacky. I think it's to be fair though, if you take away like the Big Chanel sign and like the tackiness, it is perfectly designed. Like the colours, the different fabrics and stuff.
Yeah.
The
like,
space, and I'd say you like if someone's wallpapering, would you have to have it lined up like with the wallpaper?
I always keep the paint from like my, like anything I painted in my room, like my walls or my wardrobe, so I can touch it up. Like
Yeah.
I touch up every
So
tiny
nothing
little
can
thing.
be.
Nothing. There's no room for
That's
error.
a really like stressful, heavy way
Oh,
to
it
live,
is.
isn't it? To be
Is.
like
Yeah. That's why I
feel.
don't use anything, because is it worth the risk?
Yeah.
But I like things. So
Amen. I
I
like
really
things.
like things.
And like, do you ever want like for yourself to not be in that way?
Yeah.
No, but I mean, so I know that is how you are, but I also like you do so much work on yourself, and you know, like you're like you've no problem fucking admitting like in and out of cams for years. She's like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because there is more.
This
I don't
isn't
just
just
have
when
OCD.
people say like,
I don't just have OCD. There's
Yeah.
one I won't disclose because I'm
She-
personal about that. But I have ADHD. What else did I feel like there was ADHD, OCD.
Tism.
They're
Recent
they're
tism.
suspecting the tism. They're suspecting it. So I've been in like an out of cams since I was
Yeah.
like 13.
No,
or
but
quite
I mean
young.
like by you every day, you know, like replacing stuff and whatever. Like I feel like you've done so many work on other things, like stuff that you don't want to talk about, or like you don't have to talk about or whatever on different things. But for the OCD specifically, I never see. I just feel like you still continue to rebuy the stuff, and you still
You're not
like.
breaking a loop.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have like any like? What's your like?
I did the CBT, which is the OCD therapy, and it worked really well. But the problem with my other disorders, so OCD is often seen as like you use it to cope, and because my other one is so like severe, it's my OCD seems so much more prominent because it's my coping mechanism for the other one and the other things going on in the background. So if I took away like my perfection and stuff, I feel like I don't have a coping mechanism for the other disorders. So I just kind of stick with it. And like it's
So you're using it as a crutch.
yeah, like it's
Yeah.
it's how I
That's-
keep the rest
that's-
at bay.
That's what I wanted to say without without trying to come across harsh, because I don't want to say you've made no progress, so you're blah 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 blah. I understand that obviously because I live with you, but I think about Tabatha in a couple of years' time, or I think about Tabatha in 10 years' time, or I think about, do you know what I mean? Like, is there a plan to learn different coping mechanisms and not be stuck in that cycle? I know OCD is such a hard one, and it's one of those things nobody ever gets rid of it. It's not
Yeah.
going anywhere. But I mean, that's such an expensive one to
And
have.
but the other
is
thing
also I'm
with-
like at home now and whatever. But I have to say, as your big sister, I think about like Tabatha fucking off in the UK at college and whatever. Like you can't bankroll that lifestyle forever.
But it's all, see, the item one, it's super expensive, but like there is other form, like there's I think 8 forms of OCD. I have all of them bar the like the germs. Like I'm not scared of germs or
No.
getting sick. I have every other form of it. So some of the forms are really, really tough. So keeping that one, also keeping like being super tidy and perfection, it keeps the other.
See, it's really hard
forms
because like, and
bay.
I know how hard it is, because for me, I have to be really pedantic to keep my mental health together. I have to be like, you know how scared I am. I have to have my shower at night, and I have to have my skin, and I have to have my matching socks and my clean pajamas, and everything has to be put back. And it's like, where is the line for it? Like for Tabatha, what's being organized and having your shit together, and what's just feeding into your OCD?
Yeah.
It's like, that's hard.
I do it. We all do it. Anyone who has like I did it earlier on today. I rang Robin freaking out over something, and it crosses a line where I'm talking about it and discussing it to where then it's like reassurance seeking, and I'm like, tell me that's going to be okay, because I fucking can't do it anymore. Like, so I think we all are like, where is that line where you're going to cross it? But if you've done so much work, like,
it's also like, this isn't no fault to mom, but when you have someone who will happily replace the items and
okay,
keep you
again, you're after getting to where I was going. I'm thinking about Tabatha in a couple of years' time, whether fucking mum is gone, or you live on the other side of the world, or they don't have the funds to put into the constant replacing, because like you say, it is hard, but for a lot of other people in your position, they wouldn't be in a position to spend all that money. So that's where I'm coming from without.
I also think so, like that one I've always had. I didn't get diagnosed with OCD till I was 15, but it was always really obvious with my toys, and I always had an influx of toys and collections. I think I had 40 Monster High dolls. I had every form of Sylvanian families to the most expensive Grand Hotel, and you know, that was always.
and did you collect them and not play with them the way you do with your work?
I've
So you were
like,
just display it,
and I've always had the perfection, and because I was given the stuff, and I've always been quite like I've been spoiled from quite young. I think if I'd grown up in a house where that wasn't a thing, I wouldn't have this area. Like I couldn't keep things perfect, and I couldn't have that replacement.
I know, but you can't blame your mum for
No,
trying to
not
ease the burden of
no,
stressing
that's
you
not
out.
what I mean at
No.
No,
all.
but I
it's
can
not.
see why she'd be like, you obviously have that form of OCD. It's
Yeah.
really stressing you, and her as a mother would do anything
Exactly.
to stop that. But
So when you've
what
known,
happens when you're 20?
so when you've known it, like being able to get these things, it seems so easy to just use
it.
that as the solution.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I was coming from in the beginning, but I just didn't want to be like, so you know the way your mom buys you everything and over and over again and over and again, because you didn't buy yourself 4 iPads and 20 iPhones. Do you know what I mean? That's what I wanted to say, but I wouldn't, because like I said, exactly is you. What the fuck do you do? Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's so hard.
Yeah.
And if you have I know it's a very
It
temporary.
helps you cope in that
yeah, it's a very
moment.
short-term solution to a long-term problem.
And
but
also,
I get
like,
where
obviously for mom, because there was such bigger things going on, just replacing it because she was able to seemed like that was gonna be easier because you know.
And you know what's
when I
really
seen her
hard is
over
that
the edge.
everything inevitably will get damaged.
Yeah,
That's really tough. Like,
even some of the things I don't get damaged and I haven't touched them once because it's just like the way it is. But my brain can't comprehend that. And if I do something slightly and then it ends up getting damaged, I'm blame myself, and it's like
and then you're
Yeah.
hard on yourself, and it's
Yeah.
already hard enough.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's
that is
like-
really tough.
Yeah, so the OCD, it just seems like the most prevalent thing, and it kind of does take up of every corner of my life. In all fairness, like everyone, Jamie loves it. He gets so many presents, and so do you too. Like everyone gets things that like these are brand new. What are you talking about?
No, I
Robin
know.
was swinging around our new
I
Stanley
know.
that
And
had a
listen,
tiny
like those
scratch.
Crocs are Tabatha's, the iPad. Like, I know, but like obviously it's just I'm looking at it because I suppose it's, and I'd say probably like similar to Dad or whatever. It's really hard to be like for me getting handed a pair of Crocs. Like, oh, pair of Crocs, and I'm like, oh, but that's just fed into Tabatha's OCD and cost money. Do you know what I mean? I don't automatically go, ooh. I go, oh.
No, obviously everyone would rather you not have it. And
Yeah.
you'd buy your own Crocs and your own iPad or
Yeah.
whatever. Like, do you know? But I think like well done for doing so much work on it and being able to talk about it. Like so.
Yeah, you're so young to be so open and like
aware.
articulate about it.
Like, yeah, this is it, and I know that these are the problems, but I've this other shit going on. So if this is how I
Yeah.
have to cope, then that's
It's
it is
easier
what it is.
sometimes. The funny that we were talking about earlier about the carpet story.
yeah.
So to be fair, mom accidentally bleached, like had a little, thought it was carpet cleaner and she bleached part of my carpet, and I was just the carpet was also hideous, in all fair, like it was brown.
Were you
It was-
itching to get rid of it?
I was itching. It was really old.
It didn't go to Chanel.
It was, it was brown, it was really old, it was dirty, and I couldn't cope with it anymore. And I was just in a really, really, really bad place at this time. So I decided one night, this wasn't a way of me getting a new floor. My crazy brain was like, I can paint the underfloor. Like I can paint that white and it'll look fucking absolutely amazing. It would be perfect. So I ripped up the whole carpet and
To underlay and all.
like everything, like in one night. I don't know how. I even got the grippers up with like a butter knife. Like when I'm in a certain zone,
She's locked
what
in.
I'm capable of is amazing. And I managed to rip it all up and I started painting. And then after one night, Dad was like, I can absolutely
Yeah,
hear
the noise.
Like
She was
there was
basically
no
coming
there was
through.
no
She was
support.
coming
It was
through.
the ceiling and you above your dad's room.
Yeah.
So I got a new floor, and now I have a backup of that floor. I have like boxes of planks and stuff in case that floor gets broke. I also have a backup of my chest of drawers because if they get broke, I can replace them. I have lots of backups.
So and when you're buying it, you're like just buy two, or
A lot. It's for like big things like that. Yeah. I wouldn't buy like 2 phones, but as soon as a phone would get to a certain point, I've gotten better with the phones. I used to replace every phone I had, but I've gotten better. Like I can do a little bit of scratching.
so do you have a screen protector?
I have a screen protector, a camera protector, and a case on at all times.
Okay, and then do you have loads of backups of them?
Yeah, I have backups of all of them.
So the screen protector will be getting changed.
Yeah, but I've had this one. I don't know what the brand is, guys, but Tree sell really. I've had this phone since November, and the screen protector has not cracked once. So
At
just-
Tree Ireland.
yeah, at
Big
Tree
up-
Ireland. I
Big
don't
up
know
at
what
Tree.
this
Go
brand
on,
is,
Susan.
but it's absolutely whopper. But yeah, I'd have backups of them, and like I have a perfume on the way which I already own because the lid got scratched, and Mom had the same perfume, so I tested to see what I had done on her lid. She knew, like I didn't do it without her permission. She just didn't care. It was the flower bomb. So I was like doing what I had done with mine and seeing the damage. And then we just bought a new one because like it was just too much. Like it was stupid, and I was keeping myself up. Like
Because the lid was scratched. And
yeah,
what did you do?
I bought a new one.
No. What caused the scratch?
Oh, I was cleaning my perfumes like one by one, and I dropped a perfume, and then I noticed like a little scratch or something, and then I was like, what did I do? What did I do wrong? Where did I go wrong? So I did what I did on Mam's and just kept like
drop
bottles, things like that. And
Did it happen?
I didn't know. I couldn't have caused it because what it had done to Mam's was a lot worse. But
Get on to Victor Rolf.
yeah, it mine's the bomb. To be fair, Sinead wanted the perfume. She had the flower bomb. She wanted the bonbon. So now she's getting a bonbon, and I'm getting a new.
See,
bonbon.
everybody wins.
Do you know what I mean? Jamie wins a lot. He has lovely Victoria's Secret pajamas. He's had numerous phones. He just got a Victoria's Secret tote bag. Like he gets loads of presents.
Girl, sell them on Vinted.
Oh no, Jamie will give me money for them, but like certain things, I'm just like, just have them because he's so good to me.
Yeah.
So I'd like to give him presents. And I can.
He is.
Diva Jamie that I met once, and I said, "Who's that Diva? You should have seen the walk. He got out of my car and strutted up his fucking garden." I said, "Wow,
He's
look
great.
at him."
No, he is.
He's
Love
very
Jamie.
good. He's
Yeah.
a good friend.
He's very good. We talk like 24 hours a day.
Yeah, no, like I'm going around the house on FaceTime to you. She's going around on FaceTime to Jamie.
We should
It's
just
the
have
same.
one big fucking group
Yeah,
call.
group call.
Yeah.
The Wi-Fi up the gaff, the bill up the wall.
Yeah, our Wi-Fi is dreadful. I feel like it's not worse.
You've got
the last
Wi-Fi
few days.
extenders though, haven't you?
No, it didn't
No.
work. Didn't
She's
work.
like,
We got a
use-
temper. I think we got like a 24-hour boost. You know, like when you fucking download Tinder and you get a boost because you got a new fucking
Yeah.
account. It's been shite since.
Oh,
At Virgin
very
Media,
painful.
sorted out.
It's really painful.
Yeah, it's.
But no,
fucking
it's also
dreadful.
just a whole of Newcastle. Cause
I
like,
just turn it off. It's
And
just
just do
off.
5G.
It's just off most of
well,
the time.
my friends in Newcastle have the same Wi-Fi, and it's like
Yeah.
when I'm on the phone to Jamie, like he's like 1 pixel.
Yeah, I know. She goes, "You're going to Tamagotchi again." She said to me,
Yeah,
You're giving Tamagotchi over there.
Yeah, it's like watching her and she's like moving like that, but her voice, and then she'll move real quick.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, she's caught up. She's back in the room.
And how old are you, Tabatha?
I'm 19. Well, I'm 20 in August. so
20 in August, and you're not long finished school, and you are currently
doing a PLC in
Yeah.
nursing. Well, I've gotten accepted into a university in Liverpool, but hopefully I get my
Oh, you're going
CAO.
to move abroad?
If I have to, I don't know
your
how I'd
mom's
co-
gonna have to start cleaning toilets.
No, it's for Liverpool. You're charged the home rate.
Yeah, no, it's that and your
rent.
OCD. Wherever
Oh.
you go, it costs 15 times.
No, I just wouldn't bring me good stuff. Like I just live
Bring the
off-
backups.
Yeah, I bring the ugly brass. Like
You'll have a live stream camera in your room so no one can enter the passcode.
exactly.
A fingerprint.
Yeah, I
That's
was
very
just. Mom
funny.
said she'd like sell all my stuff on Vinted.
Yeah, I know she keeps slagging saying
Oh,
that.
that's
I
right.
would fucking save her. If it was all just gone. Sinead would have, and that's another thing, like big up to Sinead for fucking, I said it on the Mother's Day, for putting up with all of us, but especially Tabatha's mental health over the years, as much as she's doing amazing and she's doing her nursing. Now, Jesus Christ. Like, it's only 3 years in Liverpool.
Yeah.
I'd like them to make it 16.
Why?
How do you take your blood pressure?
Oh Jesus. Take the blood pressure. I'm trying to think.
With the
I got it in
cuff?
the end. Yeah, so you
No,
you put the cuff on, you pump it up to till you can stop hearing the heart. Then
Stop hearing the heart. They're dead. Top dead.
So you put the cuff on, you put your stethoscope here, then you pump it up until you can stop hearing their heart. Then you release it and wait until you can hear the heart again. Get to that number and then add 30. I think that's right. Don't come for me in the
I'm
comments.
sure it's great, but the night, so she had an exam, and the night before, because also the ADHD.
Yeah.
So the night before the exam, 9 o'clock at night, she
Is
comes
everyone
out,
getting their blood
"I'm
pressure
a
checked?"
fucking, like, it's everybody else's fault. It's everybody else's problem.
There was a
She's going
vlog, but I didn't have a
There was a
brown in
block.
it,
She
so
was
couldn't
going
post
around
it.
and she was like, "Well, you're dead." On to the next one, "You're fucking dead as well." And after
Yeah.
about half an hour, she goes, "Oh, the valve was blocked. Hang on. Oh yeah. Right now, I just need to get my phone and Google what I do now."
Now that the valve is
Do you know
open.
how to take it? You're a nurse.
Dental nurse, other end of the body, like, we're not doing any blood pressure. The blood pressure thing scares me. I get white coat syndrome, and every time they take it, it goes through the roof.
I don't even know what that is.
White coat syndrome?
No.
People who get like anxious in a medical setting. So when I have to go,
A lot
When
of people's
it's
blood pressure
stupid. It's
goes
stu-
through the roof.
Does like dentists is in medical settings? I don't know for
Yeah, I love there because I like work there. But when I'm going to the doctor for anything, and if they pull it, if I spot that fucking blood pressure machine from the corner of my
Yeah.
eye, straight up.
That's kind of why I went into nursing, because absolutely nothing phases me. Like nothing. I don't care. I never been scared of needles. Blood doesn't bother me. Shit, piss. Like in placement, I was fine. Like I didn't give it. Like
I
none of it
don't.
bothered
None
me.
of it bothers me if it's somebody else.
It
But
doesn't bother getting it done to me either, though.
yeah, it doesn't bother getting it done to me except if it's my blood pressure. I don't
Yeah,
know
no.
what.
So the white coat syndrome for the blood pressure really common. Most people go, right, I need to not send me blood pressure through the roof, but they're focusing so much on not sending it to the roof that they're sending it through the roof, and they're getting anxious about it, and it's like a whole. But it happens to so many people end up with blood pressure monitors just because kept going through the roof, and they're like.
But I tell them, I say, I have white coat syndrome, so this is going to go through the roof. And they're like, oh, okay. And they're always like, it's coming up on the higher end than normal. I'm like, it's because I'm here.
Yeah. If you let me bring that home, fresh.
Cook. Like, I have one at home and it's fine. I had to get one for at home because this kept happening. And then when I was in the hospital and they had it on me, it was perfect because
we have one in the house that it's not Tabatha's one that still none of us can figure out. And I was trying to fucking turn it on, and everybody was like, I don't understand why it doesn't work, and plugging it in, everybody up. I was really sick at this time. It was when I went to...
Is this when I told you to put different batteries in it?
Yeah, and I looked in the back of it and it needed batteries. And I said, well, no wonder it's not working, guys.
It's not a battery in it.
Help me dad like this. I just don't understand. But the batteries weren't even dead. It was empty.
There was
Somebody
no
had
battery?
removed, because it worked
Oh,
before.
okay.
Somebody took the batteries out for something else and then forgot that it
For
even
like the
ever-
remote. Don't
Yeah.
care if you're having a banger
Yeah.
over there. I'm changing the channel.
Yeah, gas.
And would you like to go into mental health nursing because you've so much experience there?
Yeah, but I want to do general and then
Yeah,
decide
I
later.
think because, you know, that like you say, because so many people do get phased and bothered by the whatever, and like you said, she'd be very nice and kind or whatever, but the empathy, like she's not going to be the one that's
Are you okay, love?
no, I
Like
mean
that?
like coming home, like been like, oh my god, my heart is broke for that.
Mm-hmm.
She walks into the other room, she's like, oh, I didn't check Vinted this morning for the second thing, and I
There's
wonder how many
a
perfumes
new,
still.
there's a
Yeah.
new vintage plushie, a Victoria's Secret
No,
plushie.
I think I've no doubt that you'll do it, but I think she'd make a fucking great nurse because
You're not going to carry it all home and get jaded.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't. I
Like,
don't
I-
carry much. Like
I'd
I
rather
have
s-
empathy, but it's like select to like my deep empathy goes towards my mom. Like if I saw my mom cry, it would break my heart.
Yeah.
Ollie break me heart. You sometimes it'll break me heart. Dad depends. It'll break me heart. Me granny very deep. Me granddad very deep.
yeah,
But then
all
just-
people get you.
Yeah, all people get kids. Get me, but like not if like
Our kids are always crying.
exactly. So I'm like, oh, fuck's sake. Like
No, but I understand. That.
you know what I
Like,
mean?
you don't feel, you'd be like, are you okay? And how can we stop you crying? But like, I know what you mean. If you see your man crying, your heart is breaking
Yeah.
and you will do anything
Yeah,
to make
but
that
like
stop.
the other like when my mom came home too drunk, I put her into bed and like set up the iPad and I got her everything she needed and stuff. I wouldn't do that for just anyone. Like I don't feel it. I'm not like you. Like you watch a video of someone and you're like, oh me heart. I think people
I
like that
feel
are
everything.
for show.
I feel
Because I don't
everything.
get it.
You can.
I feel so bad for everyone all the time. I say all the time, I'm in a consistent state of guilt. Like if you at any given point in time, the first thing I'm always carrying guilt around, no matter what. And everything makes me feel bad, and I feel bad for everybody, and like I feel, but Tabitha doesn't feel it that way, and I think and the ADHD and the moving on, like I just see like ED nurse flying around. Next,
you'll
deal with
the problem
next,
in front of you.
next.
I
I
go,
really
go,
like
go.
not a bother.
I was originally I'm in a children's nursing PLC and the kids did break my heart a little bit and I was too scared to hurt them. Like
Yeah.
even if I was holding them, it made me really scared because I didn't want to hurt them and I didn't want to hold them wrong or things like that. That's why I switched to general for that.
Oh, kids who are sick get all my empathy. I just
Yeah,
mean kids like
I'm
generally.
obviously like
Sorry, I know I do work in peds. Please come to the to my dental
Please
practice.
come.
We're
like
great.
kids, sick kids. That's
That's a different ball game.
Yeah,
that's not what we're
I
talking about.
so sad.
Really sick.
But,
And
like,
even
if a
in
kid
the
was
ward
crying
I
over
was
something
in,
stupid.
like they weren't. I think I don't think there was much life threatening stuff.
Mhm.
Like, oh, there might have been. I didn't really understand the handover sheets, but no, like it's
No, we were learning,
yeah,
like, yeah.
But like there was a lot of discharges.
The
I mean.
honesty. She's not pretending that she's doctor. She's like, I don't fucking know.
There was a lot of discharges, so in my head that was,
Good.
this area, yeah.
Yeah.
But it was still too sad. Like I was just like, I don't think I could do this long term,
Mhm.
and I don't want to be responsible for
ED
their
would be good
lives.
because
I think that
you
yeah,
meet
That's
them.
what I want to do.
It's manic. You're running on
Yeah.
adrenaline. It's crazy,
Yeah.
and then they go somewhere else.
Yeah.
You just deal with
and
them.
you can go in and do like 3 days, 3 long 12, and you're done for the rest of the week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That also
I want
suits
to
Tabatha.
do.
Do
It
you know what I mean?
was my first specialization. I could be wrong. I don't even know if that's how you specialize, but ICU or ED.
ICU is good and intense, but you could be with the same patient for a long
Long
time.
time.
But it's less numbers of nurses, patients to nurses. So you're not as stretched as you would be on like a general
Yeah.
ward.
I also I did want to go into children's mental health, but
Very heavy.
yeah, that's why.
Very, very
Yeah,
heavy.
That's why I kind of.
But I even think to, the kids and stuff and finding that, it's like that's a bit triggering or whatever. And I know in ED, old people might get you or whatever, but you'd also be so busy and you don't carry that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
that's why.
And you're very object permanency with people like how I would be. Do you know what I mean? So it's like you on to the next, like
Yeah.
bang, 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 bang. You forget who you even started with.
And when I was doing my interview for the university I got in England, I was like, I think general, you get to see so much, and it's so much. There's so much more to it than just like, because in the UK it's children's nursing, general mental health. There's no like children's and general integrated like it is in Ireland. And I was like,
Yeah.
I don't want to not specialize. I don't want to get a degree in children's solely and then
Not be able to. It's the same. You go do general and then you can then move on
Specialise.
to
Go
fucking
back for a
mental
year or
health.
so,
Yeah.
specialise.
So
Yeah.
that's.
But
that's
how
my
unreal,
decision.
like that you had all them struggles, like when you were a kid and now here you are and you're like, yeah, I'm fucking
I
off
know.
to England to go to college.
I literally
Like, that's
pulled it
so
out
cool.
out my arse.
But like I just think, like you said, that you've done so much on everything else, and I think that you and your mom could do it for you
I said
and
that
for her.
Yeah, I like it because worst comes to worst, if I don't get my CAO and I have to go to Liverpool, because I refuse to not go to a university next year. So if I had to go to Liverpool, like it'd
Yeah.
be good for me
I just
to learn how
think
to
like
cope.
in 3 years' time you would come back a completely different person. I think your mom could do with the respite. I think you could do with
Let's not jinx it though.
no. I like that's
No, like you're going to be going to a university in September,
Yeah.
October.
yeah. You're going to a university. No, that's what I mean. Like, but imagine if it was like I just think it would be
Abroad.
the making of you.
Yeah.
You not having that crutch and having to look inward and deal with those things. I think you're so adaptable. I think that it could a matter of months would change your life forever.
Yeah.
And I think your mommy could do it a break as well. No, legitimately, and you are the she got you through it. You got her through so much. You are fucking gorgeous together. But it's like you're about to turn 20 now.
No, I'm only 16.
No, I just think Tabatha in a
Be the
year's
making
time.
of
I
you,
think by
yeah.
Tabatha's 21st, if Tabatha gets away and whatever, you're just gonna be a completely different person. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I really do. I see it for you. Like
Thanks.
No, same.
there was
I'm
no,
excited.
but like
Unless-
Well, how much
Unless
we're,
you'd make me famous, so I don't have to do anything.
no, we're skirting over it, and like I don't want to make it too heavy for Tabatha because it is heavy for Tabatha. But like, there was time, like, oh my god, I'm gonna get upset. Like there was so many times that I could. I know she can't. Like I'm too soft, but there was so many times that I was like, I don't know if she's ever gonna even be able to be like living independently. Like it was that bad.
Don't make me cry.
And like I just think you've come so far, and I'm just like I feel like we're at almost your whole life ahead of you, but I feel like you're at that last hurdle, and I'm like if you could just get away and give yourself the chance to. I think that like obviously all those stuff is gonna be with you forever, but I think it'd be like something of the past that you look back and be like, oh, that was fucking mental. And you say that. You say that about the other stuff, and the other stuff you've managed so well, but the OCD, I just see it, and obviously we all know how prominent it is. You've talked about it. It's like if you could fucking park that
Yeah.
and move that into something else, something a bit healthier. Like I just think this time next year it'd be like so good.
To be fair, like the difference already from what I was like.
You've no
like,
idea, lad.
I did 80 days of school from first year to sixth year, and then I passed everything in my leaving cert fairly well. Like 03 I think was my lowest,
Like, pop off. That's some achievement.
I know that was all you, but like another massive shout out to your mum.
Oh,
And I know
100%.
obviously financially it was viable for her, but like she made sure no matter how bad things were that you got the grinds, that you did what you needed to do. Like, oh, your mum was just an angel. Like,
Yeah. No.
I know.
I always said, like, I think if I had gotten a different mom, I don't think it would have been the same. Like,
Yeah,
and
same.
because so I did an interview with a psychologist. I was a case study for a psychologist in Trinity, and she was so taken back by the way I described my mom and my relationship with my mom
Yeah.
that she wanted to interview my mom. And she said to mom, she was like, "You are one in a million. Like the way you are." Like my mom was like, I don't understand it. She like the way
I know, because
my
it's actually just how she's built and how she's programmed.
yeah, like
It-
the
it-
woman
she
basically
doesn't-
said to mom, "You are the
she-
poster
Yeah.
for what mental health should be in a
Mm.
parent." Like she was like, "You think what you're doing is so basic and what
Yeah.
just standard?" She was like, "Most people would drop off their kids and come back an hour later."
Most people don't even make the phone call and get them into the
go,
place. Do
yeah.
you know what I mean?
Because
People
you
don't-
had her, like, you are able to achieve these things that,
Yeah.
like, let's be real, like, it's really heavy to carry around multiple diagnoses, but like, you're here at 20, people are still figuring that shit out in their 40s and
I
stuff,
know.
and you're
Yeah.
able to
Like,
go on a
you've
living.
know what you've, and I know you know how lucky you are, but like obviously,
I think you'll see it more, especially going maybe to universities in different countries. Like, you'll probably be able to see bits of yourself and other people and see people really struggle and not have family support and be
yeah,
like,
Yeah.
just not have anybody.
and it's not until you're out there that you'll say, wow, like,
because
Yeah.
even like down to me in therapy at the minute,
look at her.
is my makeup down to there?
Yeah.
Because I didn't wipe my tears off soon enough. I'm actually grand now. That's the worst thing you can do.
I thought we were gonna be talking about my sex life.
She was like, "What are we going to talk about?" I was like, "You and your life," and she was like, "You're not going to ask how many people have had sex with her."
Your body count?
I
No.
was like, "No, Tabatha." But no, like even with me going to therapy at the minute, like she keeps like she's been making comments the last couple of weeks about like make sure that you actually do something, and like, you know, I feel like you're going in there and skirting around things, but like I'd be the type of person
Sinead is saying this.
yeah, I'd be the type of person like after therapy to be sitting out the car, get my shit together to go in and not bring that into the house and make anybody have to deal with it or whatever. And like she just bollocked me out of it last night. She was like,
She
"No."
wants you to come
Yeah,
in and talk
I know.
about and let it all out, whatever
I
you
know.
want
She was like, "It doesn't just happen there. Like it has to happen
at home. I know, and you've
She's
said
just so
before.
She should be a psychologist. Like the way she like
No, don't give her any. She'd be over in Liverpool.
Yeah, she'll
No, but,
follow
like,
you
the way
over there.
She goes to
she's-
college.
like you would think how good she is with us all, and especially
She
around.
would never have the time.
No, but I mean, like you would
Putting
think there
up
was
with-
training. Like you would think she'd
Yeah.
done some sort of care work in her past
Yeah, it's
because like
crazy.
it's like she's next
She's
level
so in
and-
tune
and
and
she
knows what to do.
gets it and she knows like what to say and what to do and you know and she does even the simplest like anything my mom can do for anyone to make them feel
Mm.
better. Like she every time I go to work or go
Like
on
to her
placement,
fault.
you'd come home to dinner, a room clean,
Yeah.
like hot water on. Like she does absolutely everything to just make sure everyone is comfortable. as they
Yeah,
can
Shout
be.
but
out
it's
to
not even
Sinead.
just the stuff that she does physically, it's just emotionally.
Oh yeah,
And I
she's
think
like,
that's what, like Jess is going to, like, that's all so normal to us. You will start moving out and making different friends and different groups, and you'll realise that most people don't have, most homes don't have an emotional conversation with each other.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you might
Nobody's
meet
ever
people who have fucking designer hanging off them and this and that, and they're paid for, but they were let down emotionally.
Yeah,
and
there's
they
no-
didn't like, and you haven't been like,
Yeah.
do you know, like you're so lucky, and I know you know that you're lucky, and we're saying that.
I know.
but- and I'm not to think that you're not, but it will become more evident. You'll be like, wow, as a testament to yourself and your mad that you've able to conquer so much at a young age, because you will meet people your age who are
Yeah.
Yeah,
who-
they haven't.
who
Yeah, like
scratch
so,
the surface.
Like, you have enough fucking diagnosis to go on fucking disability. Like, most cunts don't find that out in their whole life.
Yeah.
Never mind.
yeah,
by
like
your
so
age.
one of the I feel like I should just say the disorder at this point because it would make everything more sense. I got diagnosed with borderline personality disorder when I was 17, which is very, very young for that diagnosis. But it's because my mom was there from the start to the finish. Like she brought me as soon as one thing went wrong, I was in
Yeah.
the hospital and
Yeah.
it was CAMS and then it was that and the like that's why I'll go to new therapists and new psychologists and they'll be like, are you sure this is the right diagnosis? Like, are you sure you weren't misdiagnosed? And I was diagnosed so young because it was so prevalent and I'd been getting the treatment for things from such a young age. It was like, why would we cut the corner and avoid it when it's just so blatantly obvious?
It's there.
Like, even so, I started my treatment for ADHD, and she was like talking about how it could be misdiagnosed, and then for ADHD, like, people might see borderline personality disorder and it's just ADHD. And she really wanted to look into that because no one can wrap their minds around a 17-year-old getting diagnosed with such a heavy disorder. And she went through it, and it was like, well, clearly we've it's just there. Like, there's no denying it. And it was just because I was I think I was just before my 18th birthday, like, you can get diagnosed
And
with.
what age do you typically get diagnosed with?
You're usually like an adult, and I might have been 18, I don't remember specifically, but I was like still quite young. Even I was 17 or 18, and which is considered quite young because.
And was the period of time before you got diagnosed, that was at the worst that the mental health was?
I went to DBT, which is designed by a woman with borderline personality disorder to treat herself. And me, my mom and dad, we all did it together. And it was heavy. Like, you had to text your therapist all the time. Like, that was a part of it, was keeping in contact with my psychologist. Group psychology meetings, group therapy with, like, I think there was 20 other kids and their parents, my parents, and then another meeting with the psychologist I also had to text. This was all like week to week. Like, it was once a week for every single part of it. And like, it was long. It was like 6 months, and that was like the biggest turnaround. Like, before that, I couldn't get it together. And then after that, like, the change was drastic.
Imagine you didn't get diagnosed at 17, like, and you're still.
Or 18, so don't come for me saying I haven't diagnosed, because that you can't. I might have been 18, I'm not sure, but I've been through this.
Oh,
She was
very sensitive. She has BPD.
Trust me, it's not, because people always get that, especially because I'm so young and I have like such drastic ones. They're like, and there is so many people who just say it to say it. No, like, I have it. It's true. It's a pain in the arse, and I wish I was one of the people who was just saying it for the effect.
But at least you can identify it. But to know, like, imagine you were saying that period of time before was really hard and heavy. Imagine not knowing for another 10 years.
I know.
And carrying on like that period of time.
And not understanding why is this happening?
Yeah, why is this like this?
What the fuck? Like,
whereas now you can identify it and you're like, oh, this is what it is.
Yeah, and it wasn't like an easy process getting such a big diagnosis. My psychiatrist was like, we cannot pinpoint what this is, like, what is causing these episodes and what is causing like the things that are going on. Like, they were looking into, like, is there something going on in your head that you just haven't brought to the surface that we haven't touched? Like, they were going to everywhere until the point it was like, just
there's nothing left.
There's nothing left. Like, come on. Like,
I wouldn't start, like, why don't they diagnose people younger?
Because I think they like to wait until the brain is fully developed. You can get, there's like, I don't know, I'm not a psychiatrist, I just feel like I've heard this, but you can get like this pre-diagnosis, which is what I was inevitably given. It's not, I don't know if it's the official pre-diagnosis, but it's like emotional dysregulation or something. I could be wrong, so do not. I don't know.
No, because and you can have the emotional dysregulation with the likes of ADHD, because I've been diagnosed with emotional dysregulation, and it's like the precursor to something deeper, but they don't want to give it until they've assessed everything, because those diagnoses are heavy. Do you know what I mean? And like you say, smacking a label on something, I find, especially like, because you're not the first person I've known with BPD, it can nearly encourage behavior as well, because it's like, oh, but I have BPD. Do you know what I mean? That's my BPD. So it's like they kind of try, especially BPD this is my opinion, because like I say, I know multiple people with it, but it's like such a heavy one that, like, because of because of the BPD, having BPD on paper can make BPD worse, because they can use that BPD to further fucking manipulate and
and like use it in your advantage.
And like,
but you don't even want to talk about it.
Because people see it as something that it isn't. So, but I wasn't given the official diagnosis on paper before. They told me first.
What would you like people to know about BPD? Like what's the misconception?
People see that and they're like, oh my God, crazy bitch. Like, she's probably fucking evil. Like, people do see it as like, you're like a bad person, you do bad things. BPD is actually kind of the opposite. You feel everything just a million times deeper. Like, I the reason I'm not super empathetic is because I had to turn that off. I remember being overly empathetic as a child because I felt so much more. And that's what, so if you are really, like, if you have, like, deep feelings about everything as a child, you're more likely to get it. Because that's what it is. So you kind of turn it off because you just feel everything too deep. You feel people's opinions too deep. You feel like the way, like, everything around you just matters so much, and like you can't cope with it. Like, you cannot cope with it. You can't cope with how people, like, if I lost a friendship, it would end me in the past.
Yeah.
Like, it would be like, oh my God. But like, I've never not meant to anyways. I've never meant to hurt people. I've never meant to do bad things. But
Intentionally.
that's what people view it as, because it's so drastic, and some of the things you do can be so drastic. Like, it is. It's
And
hard
you
to
feel
explain.
like to cope with the BPD, you
Use the
circle back to the
OCD.
OCD.
Yeah.
And is that why everything needs to be in order?
Yeah, because like, if it's just, it makes it easier. Like, it's like, now it probably makes sense why the OCD is such a clutch, because it's such a heavy disorder to be dealing with.
Yeah.
Like, if I was
No,
to do
I'm
that,
like I'd never make you fucking say anything, but I'm glad you came around to that because it will make more sense.
and I don't
you
want,
know what I
if
mean?
I've ever hurt you in the past, don't come for me and say I'm lying. I just feel like everyone's gonna come for me. I'm gonna get cancelled. I'm gonna get
No.
cancelled. But no,
But
like,
I don't know anyone with BPD, and I do know that there's a stigma around
there
it.
is. There's a huge, and but
And
yeah,
I think the
some
more
of it-
someone comes out and talks about it and be like, this is...
you are impulsive. That's a big thing. Yeah, I have done things that are, you know, reckless. Like, I've done things that could put me in harm's way. Thankfully, I have a mother who was like, on it like a bonnet.
And can you be stopped in that moment? Is there any rationalising with you?
No.
Like, if someone's like, Tabatha...
Well, there's like episodes, and if you're in like an episode, there's not even like, there's not a slither of hope.
How long does an episode last?
It can last a few days, it can last a day, it can last a few hours, but I don't get them the way I would have in the past anymore. Like, I've just snapped myself
Can you
out
feel
of
it coming on? Or does it just...
yeah.
Or will something trigger you
Yeah,
into it?
no, you can feel it. Like, and that's why if I'm fighting with my dad or something, or mom, I'd be like, I can feel, we need to stop this here, because I can feel it. Like, just like, even if I'm in the wrong, sometimes you have to, or there's, I feel like I'm rambling. I don't know how to explain it. There's
No,
times
you're
where
fine.
it's like, I can feel this is gonna send me there, so I need to stop. But there's other times where I can't stop myself, and
Yeah,
I'm
you
pushing
look
it.
for it.
I'm pushing it. Like, I'm pushing going into that because I'm so angry.
You're like, I
And-
don't care if we
yeah,
go there. You're
yeah,
actually really annoying
Yeah,
me.
Yeah,
exactly.
and she can go for hours and hours and hours and hours, you know, trying to get her right, like, because she needs to be.
And
like,
you want someone to just snap back so you can just go at it and get it
Yeah.
over with nearly, so
Yeah.
that's done.
And that's actually a big part. I was only in with a psychiatrist yesterday for my ADHD, and she was going through the differences. And BPD is emotional based, and I don't know what it was. ADHD is like based on, I think the impulsivities are like your surroundings and things like that, whereas BPD is like, it's emotional.
one is in and one is kind of out. Now, not all, obviously not, because your brain is the thing ticking, but that's from what because like, there was a stage where I was looking at the ADHD or the BPD again from myself. Do you know what I mean? And that's how a lot of the things kind of generalize it, that one is like in, and then one is a bit more on what's going around.
Yeah, BPD's in. It's what's going on in your brain. It's how, like, and criticism, it's a part of it. You can't take this well. You can't take it well. Like, my mom called me rude the other day, and
Spiral.
Like, I don't, and now I'm like, who cares? Like, she called me rude.
And do
like,
you
she had
think
every right
you
to.
get quicker at catching yourself?
Yeah.
So like, like, you know, if someone says something, you're like, I feel like this, but it's actually
Do you
the
know
BPD.
what's actually starting to happen though? Because like that, she needs something to feed off.
Yeah.
Or it goes nowhere. Do you know what I mean? She either burns herself out, or she can go for 12 hours with Sinead if she wants
Relentless stuff.
No, and like, we make a joke out of it, but it's fucking horrific when it's going on, and it's the whole house, and it's on and on and on and on, and she's ripping and she's ripping and she's ripping and she's ripping. But Sinead, as you're getting that bit older and she knows that you're getting that bit better, she's going, I'm not doing this with you. Get out. Do you know what I mean? And she did that night with it, because I was trying to go to sleep, and I was like, oh, here we fucking go.
Was it
And
the
we-
blood pressure monitor?
I went up and did a BuzzFeed Am I Rude test. I was She was not having it. She was like, I'm going to bed. And like,
And it was the best
Oh,
thing.
and are you coming back down and like that BuzzFeed thing
I
said?
was texting her. She was like, no, I'm not, get out. And I was like,
And
I went up, did a BuzzFeed rude test. I was like, can't believe you call me rude. I was like thinking of every time she has been rude in the past, and being
Yeah,
like, you're
like,
rude,
yeah.
you're rude.
You
I'm not rude.
spiral.
I'm not
Yeah.
rude. I'm basically like, I'm almost a nurse. How could I be rude? Like, what are you on about? I'm not rude. And like, I spiraled, and then I like woke up. I was like, oh, I was very fucking rude.
I was a bit rude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but she just triggered you.
It's
and-
just, there's no rationale like when you're in
No.
that brain.
But what I'm saying is, because like it's so hard to know, like you say, it was so bad before.
Oh,
The
yeah.
harm, the risk in Sinead clapping back was a risk to Tabatha's life.
yeah.
Well, I'm not going to go any further, but that's what it was. But whereas now Sinead's moving to a place where she can go, you're safe, but get the fuck out and stop screaming at me. And you've been screaming at me for 3 hours, and you were horrible, and you're being horrible now. Get out of here.
By the way, I'm not a horrible person.
No.
It's my brain. Okay. I'm not. I'm
No,
very
but
nice.
like, and that's even for that. I listened to that and I went, oh, that'll be grand now, because I heard Sinead clap back, and Sinead not clap back, but just, I'm not engaging with you,
We're not doing this.
because all she wants is engagement. Not her. Her BPD wants that.
yeah.
That's it's a monster, and it needs to be fed.
But like, what the things that, when I'd get like that in the past, there was like, I could go for days in the
Yeah.
past. I would like, there was no stopping it. I was sedated. I'd get sedated
Yeah.
for days at a time. That wouldn't happen anymore. Like
No.
it would a few hours at a push.
No,
Like, it
it's like
wouldn't.
watching Sinead had to do what Sinead had to do to save her life, and now it's like they're both learning
How
like
to live
how
with it.
to move on and actually live a normal life around it. And like, I'm obviously there so long, and I'm listening to like you know, I'm like, oh, well done, Sinead. Oh, not
So-
bad, Tabatha. You knocked it on the head after an hour. And I don't get involved, but I'm obviously taking it all
Observing.
in, observing it all, and I noticed the progress. And like I say, like, I have to hear like, you're the one going through it and your mom's the one dealing with it, but it's very difficult for me to hear like
Yeah.
horrible stuff
My brother
going on.
couldn't, when I was in like the midst of it, he didn't speak to me. He couldn't speak to me.
Yeah.
Like, not, and what you may think that as like, oh, like he was just not that close to me.
Oh no,
But
I find it really hard.
he didn't speak a word to me for like at least 2 years, because he was scared to see something. He was scared to like that if he engaged with me and he was close to me, or the relationship stayed the same, he'd either see something, cause something, like
He didn't want to
Yeah.
trigger or engage or do anything
he had to cut me out because it was too much.
for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, too much for him. And then also, like, it's really hard when, like, say from me and Ollie's point of view.
The glass child theory, or was that it?
No. It's really hard for us, like, to hear horrible things being said to someone that isn't true. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm going, oh my God, your mum is the best mother in the whole entire world, in the history of mothers
and
ever.
trust me, I retract all statements when I'm okay. Like,
It's like,
I praise my mother. It's
yeah,
my
no.
favourite person.
But I
Yeah.
think it's interesting for the listeners to have a better understanding. But like, for me and Ollie, and for your dad, it's like she's
He
the
gets it bad.
no, but she's the biggest saint in the whole entire world, and it's like, oh my God, she's been screaming at for 10 hours. Do you know what I mean? And like, me and Ollie find that hard. You bounce back the next morning, her episode's over. I'm going, my heart is still really, really hurting for that. And Sinead's exhausted.
Yeah.
And that was a really hard night. And it takes the bounce back for everyone else. Her BPD does it, and then she's on to the next. She's back cleaning her bras. Do you know what I mean? Whereas me and Ollie are
She's
in
on
the
vintage.
yeah. Whereas the rest of us are like, shook. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you sounds like you're getting better and better and better at dealing with it
Literally.
every day.
Like, it wouldn't affect every day. Like,
No.
it's like I was at a place so bad. I didn't go to school. I didn't have any friends. I didn't have anything. It was me, my room, my mom. Like, that was my entire world. Like, I couldn't do anything. I was like, what's the word? Like, I was just sick. Like, I was so sick. It was like I was physically sick.
yeah.
Like,
but
I
was-
couldn't physically do
so
anything.
you said earlier on you ended up getting sedated, so these episodes just wouldn't stop.
Yeah, like
That
I'd
you're-
have to. My parents would have to sedate me, so I'd be asleep for a few days, because
So they'd get respite and she wouldn't be at risk. People had to go to sleep at some
and
point.
my mom refused to ever get me put in a psych ward, so it was
Yeah.
you know
yeah, she did it. She did the full-time care.
So she was able to do it at home. Like
yeah,
she
it was just like a prescription I was given that
Yeah.
like so.
And
it-
would you willingly take it?
No. Well, sometimes, but
Tabatha.
usually not. No, like they'd have
But
to like.
even that, like, aside from the diagnosis, living that and experience, that's all very traumatic.
Yeah,
For
it's-
and I know, like, Sinead, but to live that, like, as a really young person, that's really traumatic.
yeah,
to-
like my teen years weren't typical, and I'll never have like I never got like a full school experience. I never
Mm.
got like I missed out on a lot of experiences, but I'm happy it happened during that stage of my
Yeah.
life than a stage where there was less that could be done.
Yeah.
And people, so what is, like, people who've been diagnosed with BPD, what does 10 years down the line look for them?
Um,
Who are actively treat, like, the way you're so
it can
progressive.
go into like
Remission.
Yeah.
Yeah. People like
Not fully, like you
No.
can have little moments in life, but like the things I used to do or just want to do, I wouldn't even touch off that anymore. Like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't go there.
like loads of people, because like I say, I partly for you and then also for me, I looked so heavily into it or whatever, but people nearly treat BPD like when you come off drugs. If you manage to, do the DBT and do the therapy, you need to treat it like you're going into recovery.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? I'm in recovery from BPD because I'm going into remission. Do you know what I mean? And it's like an everyday, like, rebuilding those neural pathways, saying I don't go to there. If I'm going to there and my body goes to there,
Yeah.
how quickly I can bring myself
So,
back. You know what I mean?
Don't quote me on this, but how I was taught by one of my, I don't know if she was a psychiatrist or a psychologist, BPD is you're missing a certain wire in your brain. I think I don't know medics.
I know
yeah.
that's
But
how they'd explain it to you.
Caveman brain. This is how I was described. Caveman brain is fight or flight. Like it's where your brain goes. There's no rational. There's none of this. When you go into a episode, that's the brain that's being used. The rest of it is cut off. Like you're not. There is no rationalization. There is no talking me down. There's nothing you can do other than either not engage with me, or when it was at its worst,
Yeah.
sedate me,
Mhm.
because it wasn't a brain.
couldn't switch
that
it off.
It wasn't like speaking to a really angry person. It was the wrong part of my brain was being used.
Yeah.
And how do
Yeah.
you can't fix that with a talk. You can't fix that with
No.
anything like that.
No, and that's what I mean. Now they're going, not doing this, not engaging.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And
But you're at a place now where not engaging can turn it off.
Yeah.
yeah.
Whereas before,
it
nothing
was,
would
you,
turn
you couldn't.
you had to
if
be
you were to not
sedated.
engage with her, you couldn't not engage with her. She was
Yeah.
coming for you. Do you know what I mean? There was no. It was. And you couldn't leave her on her own. You couldn't not be with her. Like now you can say, "Tab the fuck off to your room, speaking to me like that. Get the fuck."
Yeah.
And now that eventually she'll burn herself out. Whereas if you sent her to her room, you wouldn't see her in the morning.
Mhm.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It wasn't
It wasn't a safe thing
yeah.
to
Yeah.
do.
But I wouldn't just for any future men who are interested, like it's not me anymore. I'm great. I'm not particularly
Just
crazy.
fat ass.
Yeah, tiny little waist. Would you believe this cunt weighs more than me?
By like 7 kg or something.
Like
She stood up and took her jacket off. I said, "When the fuck did you get BBL? What the hell is
I
going
know,
on?"
Well,
it's not
yeah,
fair.
that is one of the parts that is hard. Like
I was going to say that is one of the parts that I love.
It's really hard having such a beautiful arse. But no, it's hard like when it comes to like relationships and friendships and people who are just meeting you, and it's like this is a part of my life, but I'm scared they'll turn you away because
Yeah.
people do have a stigma.
I think the more of a voice you give it and you come out and speak about
I
it, the
think
more
for
you're
sure,
going.
and you're gonna be more empowered by it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like I would like it's.
I've
not-
learned so much listening.
don't-
I really didn't know much about BPD, if I'm honest.
Yeah, no, it'd be great for people listening in, or you might never know somebody that like Sinead might have somebody like that and they don't know how to deal with it or whatever. And like I think there would be great learning from it, like for sure. I can't remember what I was gonna say before.
But then I have to think like if someone
Oh, relationship. Sorry, I'm back to it. Relationships. Obviously, you don't need to tell everybody that you come in contact with. I think if you're building with anyone,
yeah,
you need to say it,
But
because if that
if that is a turn
was
off point,
then they're not
yeah.
your person. Do you know what I mean? They're not your friend. They're going to be your partner. It's something that I think you should be upfront with. You should own it. And I think the more you empower yourself with it, I think the less that it's going to give. It's like, that's something I have. Do you know what I mean? That's just that. But like you say, every year that's gone on, that's gotten back and back and back and back.
Because I was super confident with saying it and I didn't really care. And then stigma, like I started feeling the stigma and I started feeling like the way people like saw me and stuff. And I was like, oh, I need to go back in my shell.
Do you
And
think that was true, or is it perception? Did you feel like
I
people?
think it's definitely partially true and then obviously partially perception. Like I probably read into people's reactions a lot more, but then there was also just like, even when you fill out forms for like have you done any of this, and like they're so persistent, you're like, this feels like you are going to say no because I have these things.
Yeah.
And that's like, it's scary. Like you don't get to just go on completely normal. Like there, it does come up in parts of your life that make it hard, and it reminds you that people don't see you just as normal sometimes.
Yeah, I know, but like that's what I mean. But the more you deal with it, and the more you become this Tabatha, like then none of that's gonna matter because you can own that, and that's something that before
and
you know
explain it to people.
half the stuff you did would be stuff that you did 10 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm
Like when I first
and
got
like it's
diagnosed.
owning it, and it's like I'm working on my recovery. Like, do you know what I mean? I'm fucking. You say you wouldn't want to see me 10 years ago, but like look at me now.
I
Do
know.
you know what I mean?
I always see TikToks and it's like people cringing at like when people go into the red zone. It's like, yeah, I was one of them people, but I was actually going into a red zone and I was
No, I
genuinely
know,
like a crazy
but I
bitch.
also again like the more the years go on, the more you park that, and then the more you live out on your own. Like you also find it very easy to let loose to your mum.
Yeah.
Obviously, you
There's
can't
no,
stop a
like-
red zone, but like you're also I don't see Tabatha fucking. You're not gonna go off here.
Go off.
Like when a red zone
You're not gonna
here.
go red
Oh,
here.
like, oh
Do you know
yeah.
what I mean?
I don't just like, I wouldn't be walking down the street and go,
No, but you know what I
the
mean.
flash or something.
No, but that's what I mean. Like, so
Yeah.
it's not like it's actually going like you're giving it more power
Yeah,
than
you
it
need to
is.
give yourself more of a kudos. I don't know
Yeah,
what the
like-
word is.
No, but like
But
it's
you
not
know, like you're in control of it more than it's in control of you.
Yeah.
Now.
exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
and
Do
that's
you know what I mean? Like you say, it's not fucking that's how Raven. You're not just gonna fucking pop off, and it's like where you are and the space that you're in and whatever, and like you say, you find it easy to fucking let rip on your L one. Well, she's not gonna be fucking there, and
It's starting
do
to
you know
pop
what I mean?
back off.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah,
back. But that was such an
Yeah, it was
interesting conversation.
Because I find it like even I don't know. We need to wrap up and we can whatever the fuck we have to do. I don't even care if this one is longer.
No,
do you know
so
what I mean?
interesting.
Because it's an important topic.
Yeah.
and you don't
I'm
need
like,
to know.
Okay.
leave your questions because she'll be back for part 2.
Yeah, tea.
Like,
Oh fuck! What was I going to say there?
sorry, I keep cutting across me friend this whole episode.
Oh,
But you can live with her. You can ask her all the
Oh
questions.
yeah, what I was going to say was even for you, like I don't know how to by myself explain Tabatha.
Yeah.
Do you know what I
no.
mean?
I also
No,
have the
because I-
perfect name for the type of person I am because I really am unique.
Amen.
Tabatha.
Yeah.
Yeah, not Tabatha, Tabatha. They changed the spelling to make her extra special. As if
Tabatha.
she didn't need that.
What's it normally? Is there normally an
Tabitha.
E?
Tabitha.
I'm-
I.
Tabitha. Like,
That
that sounds very, but I'm Tabatha. Tabatha.
But everyone just says Tabatha.
Like, it's Tabitha. I'm Tabatha.
What do I say?
Tabitha.
Everyone,
We say it how it's supposed to be. I don't know where they were going with CA. Oliver and Tabitha. No,
And it's
Tala.
Sinead.
From Tala. I mean, Luke and Luke.
you were going to be Paddington.
I was going to be Paddington.
And I was also another.
I was going to be. Did you not know that?
I was supposed to be Gobelina.
She was Gobelina. I was Paddington.
Sinead was all Ollie. Ollie was all Sinead.
There's something wrong with our father, like
Paddington Bear and Goblin. What were you?
Gobelina,
And I
Paddy and Gobby.
I think he knew Sinead, like if you brought Tabitha and then like I don't know Holly towards Sinead, she's gonna go with Holly.
Holly.
So, we went Gobelina,
Gobelina.
Tabitha.
Yeah, Paddington, Robin. He wanted Batman and Robin. Paddington.
Paddington.
Yeah, thank God I like he would have called us.
I have a
Batman.
cunty name for a 30-year-old. Like people weren't out here doing Robin at 30.
I
20
have
years ago.
People
such.
were no one in Ireland was doing Tabitha. Period.
Yeah.
No one is still. The cats are called Tabitha. That's what Tabitha
It's a
reminds me
real
of.
trailer park name in the States.
Tabitha?
It comes up in loads of like American stuff that I watch. Yeah.
Yeah, and supposedly.
I actually think it's a gorgeous name.
I love my name.
Yeah, I think it's
supposedly when Mum and Dad have both said when they were registering my name, it was the lady said it was like the first registered in Ireland. But don't hold me to it. If you're born before 28th of August 2006, and you're
Yeah.
called
You
Tabitha.
don't exist because you
One
weren't
thing
registered.
about our dad, they'd be waffly. Lovely.
I have my name is the new Karen. You know that like Jessica is like,
Is it?
yeah,
I heard that.
watch out for it. Be like fucking Jessica because everyone is called
Stop.
fucking Jessica. Like
Yeah.
that's it is. Look, just watch out for it. Comment down below if you've seen it. I'll start sending you all the TikToks. It's
Right,
Jessica.
okay, let us know anything about that you want to know off Tats, because I'm sure she'll be back.
Yeah, that was such an interesting conversation. We can get into our body count on the next episode.
Yay!
Amen.
Right, thanks for listening,
Thank you.
everyone. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.